What's good, everybody? I just wanted to show everybody something real quick. I am sharing my phone screen with everybody. Listen, I'm just going to throw this out there. I want everybody to look at this. You do whatever you want with this information. This has already been fact checked. And of course, you know, these fact checkers kind of tend to lean a certain way. Fact checkers are saying this is false, that this could be a relative that just happens to have the same name. And it's absolute bullshit. I want you guys to look at my phone screen, which I'm sharing with you right now, and I want you guys to see what's happening. So this is the Michigan voter information. This is where you go to make sure that your vote was counted, that your ballot was sent in, yada yada, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not gonna say who this voter. It doesn't say who this voter allegedly voted for, but for all intents and purposes, from what we're hearing. And from people who may or may not know this voter, I'm not sure. They're saying that supposedly this vote was cast for Joe Biden, and many ballots like this were also cast for Joe Biden in Michigan. It's almost like they didn't really backtrack what they were doing. So check this out. All right. So what the way it works in Michigan is you could put your name in, and this voter's name is June. Last name Aiken. Her birth month is August. Okay. And here is the absolute fucking kicker. Okay. She was born in 1900, people. 1900, which means that she's 120 years old right now. Okay. So, all right. Everybody sees that, 1900. And let's go ahead and put the zip code in, which is 49201. Okay. We're going to go ahead and search by name. And as you can see, it pops up some information. It shows where her polling location is, right on Brooklyn Road. So her precinct is precinct number 2, Jackson, Michigan, 49002 or 49201, which is in Michigan. As you guys can see, Jackson, Michigan. And it shows their phone number and times that they'll be able to vote on election day. And then you go to the clerk, John Hummer, who's the clerk in this particular area, I guess, or Napoleon, Michigan is his address. This is the clerk's phone number and his actual email address. This is actually a pretty good website, man. I want to say good job on Michigan, but there's a big oversight, right? So we've already said this lady, or June, or guy, or whatever, was born in the year 1900. Okay, guys, 1900. That means that the person would be, if you do my math, 100 years, the year 2000 plus 20 years, because we're in 2020, that's 120 years old. Okay, so this potentially 120-year-old voter voted with an absentee ballot. The absentee ballot, the election date you see there, the application was received in September 11, 2020. The ballot sent the same day. And they received the ballot again on October 8th, 2020. So the clerk, right? This guy and his staff, John Hummer, they received the application, and they sent the ballot that same day on 11/20. Come on, you're that efficient? Bullshit. And then the ballot, they received it again from this 120-year-old person on October 8th, 2020. Now, if there's anybody out there that can find this person, this 120-year-old that voted, that would be great, because it would, if this person is still alive and actually cast a ballot, that's a beautiful story. But, whoever's on the ground in Michigan, if you can do some investigation, because obviously our fucking media, who's the world's greatest pieces of shits ever, are not, they're hiding a lot of information from us, and they're not doing their due diligence. The media is supposed to help us through we're supposed to be a free society, and part of that should be the media. But the media, they're the biggest garbage that's out there. They're not doing their job. So if there's anybody on the ground in Michigan that can find this June Aiken, 120-year-old lady, or if you can find out if she's actually dead and actually cast this ballot, and even better, if you can find out who she cast the ballot for. She may have, it could be either candidate. Obviously, it could be Trump, it could be Biden. Chances are that more than likely she voted for Biden in these situations. If she is dead, then this is fraud, guys. They are fucking somebody. If she voted for Trump, then Trump is trying to steal the election. If she voted for Biden, then Biden is trying to steal the election, or at least their fucking henchmen are. But somebody needs to get to the bottom of this. You know, this right here. This is the catalyst to what happens next in our nation. Okay, so whoever's in Michigan, guys, please share this video. I did it right in front of you. You know, here's my phone so you guys can see I'm doing all of this on my actual phone. If you guys can please find out, anybody in Michigan on the ground, find out who this lady is, or guy, June Aiken, who was born in 1900, okay, who's 120 years old. If they're alive, please comment, and that would be a beautiful story, man. That'll be a story, a democratic story, a person who's voted at 120 years old. But if they're not alive and if they're dead, if they've been dead for years and they voted, we need to find out who they voted for. And then we need to find out if there's more zombies out there from the Walking Dead voting for a candidate. I'm not here to say who they voted for because it doesn't show me. It doesn't really show me. Let's look. They just give me a ballot preview, right? And they have, you know, all the people running, but it doesn't show me who she voted for, and that makes sense, right? Because we're supposed to be a hidden vote. We're supposed to be a hidden vote. But guys, please, let's figure this out. The media is not on our side. The media, they're definitely our enemy right now, and we are gonna have to do this on our own. Okay, so let's check this out, guys. Thanks.